the cliffs. Drop.
Imagine having the ability to do anything you want.
See what you got.
And destroy their covenant.
Hello?
Your powers are nothing compared with his.
What do you want? Your power.
Imagine discovering a plot hole so massive, it collapses the Covenant's entire universe. Let's dissect the scene that broke the internet. The film begins with 4 friends, including Caleb, leaping from a towering cliff. These friends are descendants of a powerful family of witches, inheriting mystical abilities passed down through generations. While some students from their school party at the mountain's base, the group decides to join them. There, a female friend introduces Caleb to Sarah, to whom he is instantly attracted. Soon, another boy arrives and starts an argument, saying hurtful things about Sarah. In response, one of Caleb's friends uses his powers to make another boy vomit on the aggressor, much to Sarah and Caleb's amusement. Later, they meet Chase, a new student recently admitted to their school. When the police arrive unexpectedly, everyone flees. Caleb and his friends take off in one car, while Sarah and her group are in another. Sarah's car breaks down, but Caleb's short-tempered friend uses his powers to fix it. Meanwhile, the police spot Caleb's car, leading to a high-speed chase. In a daring move, they drive off a cliff, only to magically reappear behind the officers and speed away again. Back home, Caleb's mother expresses concern for him. As is tradition in their bloodline, witches gain their powers at 13 and ascend at 18, significantly strengthening their abilities. However, excessive use of magic shortens their lifespan, aging them prematurely, an outcome that befell Caleb's father. His mother warns him to use his powers sparingly. Meanwhile, Sarah learns from a friend that Caleb and his companions are descendants of the last 5 witch families, though the 5th bloodline is believed to have perished. Things take a darker turn when a dead body is found in the forest near the party site. Later, Sarah senses a presence watching her in the hostel, noticing a broken lamp and a shadowy figure that appears like smoke. Unseen by her, but ominous to the viewer. Disturbed, she confides in Caleb's friend, but they find nothing upon inspection. Meanwhile, Caleb suspects his hot-headed friend of wrongdoing, especially after a ghostly apparition distracts Caleb while driving, causing a severe car accident that he magically survives at a TA party. Sarah convinces Caleb to take a break from his worries. While they enjoy dancing together, Caleb's furious friend picks a fight after winning a bet using his powers. Caleb intervenes, leading to a confrontation where his superior powers subdue his friend. Now convinced that his friend could be responsible for the boy's death, Caleb grows distant. Later, Caleb and Sarah bond during a heartfelt conversation, confessing their feelings for each other. That night, Sarah dreams of being surrounded by flies, emerging from inside her friend, a terrifying vision that hints at something supernatural. Meanwhile, Caleb's friend insists he didn't kill the boy, but admits to seeing the ghost too. At school, Caleb faces disciplinary action for the previous night's brawl, while Sarah researches magic in the library and finds imagery resembling her haunting dreams. Suspicion grows when Chase, seemingly powerless, displays unusual strength and reflexes. Caleb grows wary, especially after losing a swimming competition in which Chase's eyes mysteriously change color. When Caleb tells his friends about Chase's apparent use of magic, they dismiss his claims, believing Chase to be powerless. Caleb, however, remains determined to uncover the truth. The next day, after class, the principal summons Chase to his office to question him about the child's death. Suspicion had fallen on Chase after police discovered his ID behind the victim's car. Meanwhile, Caleb and his friend, suspicious of Chase's behavior, decide to investigate the ghost's connection to him. Quietly, they sneak into the school records to look up Chase's details. At the same time, Sarah visits her friend, who has been suddenly hospitalized with a strange illness. The doctors reveal that her friend appears to have been bitten by numerous flies. This revelation reminds Sarah of her unsettling dream about flies. While digging through Chase's background, Caleb discovers that Chase's mother died when he was young, and his adoptive mother also passed away when Chase turned 18. This makes Caleb and his friends suspect that Chase might be a witch like them, possibly connected to the mysterious fifth witch family believed to be extinct. The group heads to a convent to research more about the ghost and their magical lineage. There, they learn that Chase indeed belongs to the long-thought-dead fifth witch bloodline. Caleb confronts his short-tempered friend about the child's death, but his friend swears innocence, admitting only that he, too, had seen the ghost. Convinced that Chase is behind all the strange events, the friends regroup to face him. Meanwhile, Sarah informs Caleb about her friend's worsening condition as Caleb rushes to help. Chase intercepts his friend, using his powers to destroy his bike and revealing himself to be the most powerful witch, having honed his abilities in secret. Chase ominously hints that Sarah and her friend were merely pawns in his scheme to reach Caleb and his friends. Disguised as Caleb, Chase approaches Sarah and uses flies to knock her unconscious. He threatens Caleb, demanding his powers upon ascension, and admits to killing the boy who had witnessed him using magic. Caleb refuses Chase's demands, but Chase attacks him, revealing his obsession with power and disregard for the price it exacts: premature aging. Caleb warns him that stealing powers will only shorten his lifespan, but Chase dismisses the concern, vowing to eliminate Caleb's friends and family if his demands aren't met. Later, Caleb visits his injured friend in the hospital and shares what he's learned about Chase. His friends suggest fighting back, but Caleb realizes they can't win with force alone. Seeking solace, Caleb takes Sarah to an old house, where he reveals his father, only 40 but prematurely aged due to excessive magic use. He explains his fear that surrendering his powers to Chase would lead to his death. Determined to face Chase alone, Caleb plans to confront him at a party, where Chase would be hesitant to use his powers in public. However, before reaching the party, Chase ambushes Caleb, overpowering him and dragging him to an abandoned house where Sarah lies unconscious. Fueled by rage, Caleb engages Chase in a fierce magical battle. Though Chase's superior power initially overwhelms him, as night falls and Caleb's powers begin to ascend, he gains newfound strength but still struggles against Chase's might. Meanwhile, Caleb's mother pleads with his father to help their son. In a desperate act, Caleb's father transfers his remaining powers to Caleb, unleashing a surge of energy that finally tips the balance. Now stronger than Chase, Caleb delivers a decisive blow, ending Chase's reign of terror. With Chase defeated, Caleb rescues Sarah, and their friends begin to recover from their ordeals. However, Chase's body mysteriously vanishes, leaving his fate uncertain. In the aftermath, Caleb and Sarah leave the haunted events behind, hopeful for a peaceful future. Agree? Disagree? Let's start a comment civil war. And if you're obsessed with hidden movie secrets, smash that bell. Our next video might ruin your childhood. Thanks for watching.